Welcome, beautiful yogis. This is a good time to withdraw inwards. I know it has been extremely stormy where most of you live, and there's even been a little earthquake. Oh my goodness, everything to stir us up out of calm and into a little bit of fear and panic. So if you want to reset your nervous system, this is a good place. So come to your yoga mat, come and lie on your back, get your bolster set up so that we can lie back in the open book shape so that the body, the heart, our whole being can open up and welcome what is here to be experienced. It's easy to do. Whatever props you have, lie back in a way that your heart is open, and you are supported all the way along your spine and your head. And as you lie back, let your arms come to your sides, positioning yourself right along the midline. And in this arriving, know that even as you lie back in your props, you are not alone. We are deeply connected to one another. So let's do that with a lovely deep nose inhale. Breathing this breath to fullness. Pause a moment and then blow this breath away. A little gentle exhale through the lips. And we do that again. Through the nose, receive the breath as it arises low in your lungs and climbs upwards, expanding and filling you. And then that little holding moment. We're nourished at full capacity. And we gently blow it away. And again. Know that this way of breathing, intentional inhale, the holding moment, and then that long, slow, through the pursed lips, exhale, is a wonderful way to reset, to arrive, to let go all that has arisen today. A lot of our anxiety is thrown at us from outside. And we're here together now to reset, to come back into wholeness, into optimal well-being with this way of breathing as we lie back in the open book shape. And after some of these breaths, checking in again with your posture. Are the props well positioned? Do you need a little more support under your head? Know that we are meeting ourselves with loving kindness. Holding ourselves the way the great mother, maybe our personal mother, has held us to feel safe again. And as you settle into the pose, letting go the mouth exhale, just exhale through your nose in this very gentle way. So your very own breath becomes the healing balm, the calming message to every cell in your body that all is well, that you are safe. No matter what is happening on the outside. resting in your breath and in this knowing, become absorbed in this breathing practice. As you hone in onto the breath and kind of lock onto it as that point of relaxed tension, add the little pauses. When you arrive at the fullness of your inhale, hold that moment, treasuring it, full of breath, registering that, and then letting the breath smoothly out, shaping now your breathing, till at the empty moment you rest here. For most of us, not easy to do, it's just attention, settling without breath, and your body will know. Breathe in. We build this relationship with breath. The top of breath is the treasuring, holding moment. The smooth exhalation. And when we arrive at the empty moment, we drop into trust, trust, trust. And here it comes, the next breath. Staying now with this pattern of little pauses at the top and at the end of your breath, as you rest in the open book shape, to know that all that matters is here and now. There is nowhere to go. This extraordinary day that's kept many, many of you home in shelter. And to deepen that, no need to check outside anymore, but be inside your breathing body. A moment of treasuring at fullness and dropping into deep trust at the empty moment. This is the best thing you could be doing at this time. Collective fear has risen like a high tide, and we let it ebb away again. All storms pass. And that trust moment when we are without breath is our body's way to teach us these very, very beautiful understandings in your body. Know that as you tend your breath You are doing it in unison with all of us that have gathered here on this Zoom practice together. And that you are part of it, and bringing your energy to it, your diligence, your humanity. Inhale to treasure. Exhale to trust. In this way, we all become holders of space within ourselves and for one another. So now we'll complete this practice of the open book. So you can reach your arms around your knees and just help them back up together. Taking your time, roll off to the side and come to set up for our next shape. You can leave the bolster as it is. Our next shape will be the revolved child's pose. So we'll be sitting on the left butt cheek. I'd like to have a little blankie there for the hardness. So from a kneeling position, your knees walk a little to the right and plop down onto your left buttock. And then we'll take the arms on each side of the bolster, lift your heart up, and then bring your heart forward. So try to go right along the midline of your bolster. Come on down. Turn your face so that you are at rest on your left ear. And then that side blankie could support your top knee. And settle in. And so now you might feel any tightness in your body. The spine is revolved, and for some of us this is a louder experience than others. For some it's subtle. However it is for you, try to get as comfy as you can. And once settled, bring your attention to your breathing that is palpable in your back. So let the inhale be one that presses into your back. It penetrates all the cells. The breath, it's much more than simply oxygen. It is life itself coming into you like a gift. You receive the gift, and then as you exhale, you give it back. Receive the deep inhalation. No need to take it. Receive it. And then the exhale becomes a returning. And see how that feels. And if all is well, you can add those pauses again. It's extraordinary how our bodies, in particular our nervous system, is built for all that life brings us. It isn't always peaceful and wonderful. There are storms, there are changes. It can be tumultuous. All that stirs us up. And then the solution, the returning, can be found also in the nervous system through the breath to calm ourselves back down. So we rest a while in this shape, the shape that brings a little stretch along the left side of your back and a little compression into the right side of your low back. And the breath adds to that internal pressure, that incoming gift of aliveness that pushes gently to create more space, more openness, and more ease. And so, beautiful yogis, let's gently make our way to the other side. You can use your hands, press on up, make your way up so that we can plop down on the right butt cheek. However you get there, you can bring that blankie to the other side, your extra blankie. Plop down on the right butt cheek. Ooh, we see immediately your body responds to the second side. One hand each side of the bolster, turn towards it, and then lie forward all the way along the middle and come to rest on your right ear. Let your hands, arms, shoulders settle. And feel now that penetrating gift of the inhale. Pressing in to gently open. And the exhale, that letting go and giving back. That very breath. And let yourself rest in this place. Continuing to be linked in with your breathing. As you continue to lie here and breathe on the second side of the revolved child's pose, I share with you a little blessing. I always love the blessings offered by John O'Donovan, the Irishman, with such a beautiful way with words that touch us. So this is a blessing for one who is exhausted. When the rhythm of the heart becomes hectic, time takes on the strain until it breaks. Then all the unattended stress falls in on the mind like an endless, increasing weight. I'll read that again. When the rhythm of the heart becomes hectic, time takes on the strain until it breaks. Then all the unattended stress falls in on the mind like an endless, increasing weight. The light in the mind becomes dim. Things that you could take in your stride before now become laborsome events of will. Weariness invades your spirit, and gravity begins falling inside you, dragging down every bone. The tide you never valued has gone out, and you are marooned on unsure ground. Something within you is closed down, and you cannot push yourself back to life. You have been forced to enter empty time. The desire that drove you has relinquished. There is nothing else to do now but rest and patiently learn to receive the self you have forsaken for the race of days. At first your thinking will darken and sadness take over like listless weather. The flow of unwept tears will frighten you. You've traveled too fast over false ground. Now your soul has come to take you back. Take refuge in your senses. Open up to the small miracles you rushed through. This line may not be quite right. Become inclined to watch the way of rain when it falls, slow and free. Imitate the habit of twilight, taking time to open the well of color that fostered the brightness of day. Draw alongside the silence of stone until its calmness can claim you. Be excessively gentle with yourself. Stay clear of those vexed in spirit. Learn to linger around someone of ease who feels they have all the time in the world. Gradually you will return to yourself, having learned a new respect for your heart and the joy that dwells far within slow time. So beautiful, yogis. Let this practice be the practice of slow time. Slowly, slowly. Use your hands again to press up, to come to all fours, coming off the right buttock, to come to hands and knees, and let's just move the spine with a slow breath here. So on your hands and knees, or sitting in your chair, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, tuck your tail under and round your back, and bow your chin to your heart. Ready to inhale, move along the length of your spine. We call this the cow shape. And then as we exhale and do the opposite to round, tuck under and squeeze in, we're in the cat shape. 2 more times, move with your breathing. So we've moved the spine in both directions in the revolved child's pose, and so we're bringing energy now along the central axis that is the spine. And then we complete this, and we'll take a shape that is along that long spine. So it could be this one, extended child's pose, supported child's pose. So we'll be sitting on your feet. If, like me, you've got a little knee issue, place a blankie and then sit forward all the way along the length of your bolster. Huddling in, tucking in, getting comfy and supported. And should it be there is no way your knees are going to do this, we have a place for you too. All we do is lie on the tummy. So your knees do not have to be tucked in like that. You could do the pose this way by lying on your belly with the bolster there. The bolster under your tummy, legs at ease behind you, and just lie full frontal. We call this crocodile pose. And to lie in this way, now your spine long and unrevolved. And how in this shape you can also bring your breath to your back. Receive it deeply in your low back. And feel it rise up your back. And feel it go out and descend back down to the low back with your attention. So follow that. The rising of the inhale from the low part of your torso upwards. And follow the descending, the emptying, as you breathe out from the top down to your low belly and even your sacral area. So be here in this long spinal awareness with your breathing. So without any strain, we lengthen and smoothen each breath. we have entered slow time. So that we can return to ourselves. And find again that place of safety and trust. That is inherent in our nervous system with this kind of breathing and reassurance. Enjoying the next 3 cycles of your breathing right here and now. The whole of your lungs receiving and releasing. And then very gently make your way back up so that we can set up for the next shape, which is going to be a seated forward bend. So we're going to create a little tabletop using your blocks and your bolster or your nearby chair or coffee table. Have it kind of stable. And then sit on a folded blankie. That'll help your hips. Tilt your pelvis. So, how do your legs want to be today? They could be crossed, or they could be straddle. And now we want to find the midline of the body as we come forward, heart leading, and find purchase of your brow on your support or on your hands. A little bit like having a nap at your desk, but you would have rolled your chair back so that your spine can be straight. So finding that distance of your seat and your brow. So that you can feel your long spine and your long breaths. Not as compressed as the previous pose where we were resting on the bolster. So perhaps you're finding your breath flows more freely here. And we're going to add now a particular pranayama that is really lovely, calming, involves a little measuring of your breath, and I'm going to count you through the first couple. And it will be this. The inhale will be 4 counts. Then we'll hold and relax the breath for 7 counts. And the exhale will be 8 counts. So we're going to do this together. So exhale completely. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release the breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Hold. Out. And in. Hold your breath, relax. And breathe out. Continue this cueing yourself. Breath attention locked in together. In for 4. The hold is for 7 counts. The exhale is for 8 counts. Continue. Completing now 1 more cycle of this particular pranayama. And when you reach the end of it, let go all that shaping and counting and hand over to your body however it wants to breathe you. Letting go the control and coming into allowing. And dropping more deeply into that allowing of your breath to be as it is. And to experience that from the witness, the observer, consciousness. Holding space for our own being to do what it has to do. And resting, abiding in that. So now, beautiful yogis, stay in the witness mode as you slowly come on up to sit, and we'll do a little alternate nostril breathing here in this place in an upright seat. And most of you know this, but I'll talk you through it. Your right hand thumb closes your right nostril just very lightly, and place your index and middle finger right there at your brow, and the left is open now. Left nostril breathes in. And then bring your ring finger, lightly close up your left nostril, open the thumb on the right nostril, and breathe out. Stay with the right side open for inhalation. When you're full of breath, it can be more than 4 counts now, close it up, pause a heartbeat or two, and then the left side is opened for breathing out. And the left side stays open for breathing in. Pause at the very top and switch nostrils to breathe out on the other side. That will be the right side. And the right side breathes in your own timing now. So each time you reach the fullness of breath, there's a change. We're going to change sides. And when you reach the empty breath, it's going to be the same side. In, same. Out is the switch side. Rest in this practice. Cueing yourself. This primarily a balancing practice, so good to do right in the middle of our restorative yoga. The breath, the direct path to alter our consciousness. Take us from the outer to the inner, and from the inner into deeper and deeper, more quiet recesses that are here, inherent. So when you breathe out again through the left side, just take your time to get there. Let your hand rest down and sit with the inward attention at your nostrils, feeling 2 streams come in. How easily they flow in, and then follow the 2 streams as they go out again. Resting here in this conscious breathing, experiencing the 2 streams that come in to meet at that single point, and from that single point, breathe out to separate out again. Now please lower your chin to let the outer in again as you open your eyes. But stay in that inward place as we now make our way down to lie on the back with elevated legs. So for this, you might use your wall or you might use your little tabletop for your legs. Elevated legs for most of us is really quite comfy, especially after seated breathing and seated forward bends and child's poses. We are now again on the back. Please use a pillow if that would feel good under your head. And how your back can rest, and as you lie back, you can tune in to the more subtle sensations in the body. Breath is here, but also here are little pulses, streaming, even sounds. And just letting breathing happen as you tend the subtle sensations in your own body. They're only apparent when the thinking part of our being slows down. The pranayams we've been practicing have been about slowing down the thinking mind, to tend the breath, to rest in our own breath as the back is supported and the legs are elevated. And to be fully present. You are holding the space for your own healing. And as we do it together, we're doing it for one another too. We are intrinsically connected. So as we continue to rest in the elevated leg position, invite you to journey with me on a particular way of breathing again. So let's all just breathe in deeply, fully, to hold at the top of the inhale. And as you hold the breath, come into awareness of the left side of your body, the whole left side. Left side of your head, your shoulder, your arm, your left hip and leg. Now breathe out through that left side. Breath goes out through the left side of your body. And hold the left side to breathe in again. Sense the breath coming in through your foot and your leg and your hip and your shoulder and the side of your head and your left nostril. Now we're at the full place again. Pause. Bring the right side into awareness, right side of the head, shoulder, arm, ribs, hip and leg and foot. Exhale through your right side. Feeling the breath go out through the whole of the right side. And then inhale again the right side. Whole of the right side breathes in. We hold the moment at the top. You can hold that at your third eye point. Switch awareness first to the left side and then breathe out. All the way through the left side, out goes the breath. To inhale again, left side. Top of breath, we're at the third eye point. Bring the right side online and then breathe out through your right side. And you could see the breath go out in a downward direction as though out through the right leg and foot. And then the inhale from the right foot draws upwards all the way along the right side. Inhale draws the breath up the right side to the fullness at the brow. Switch, left side exhalation. How the breath now empties out till you arrive at your left foot. And inhale left foot and draw it up the left side of your body. The fullness moment at the brow. Switch to the right side to send the breath out through the right side, tracing it. Tracing the whole of your right side to end up exhaling at your foot. And the right foot breathes in and bring it upwards. Switch for exhale, down the left. Stay left for in. Switch right for out. And right in. Can you feel it? Switch left out. Left in. Pause now. Pause at the fullness of your breath. Whole body breathes out. Left, right, merging. Whole body beginning at your feet. Breathe upwards, breathe in. Left and right together. Arrive with the full breath at your brow. And breathe out the whole body. Whole body in and up, holding moment, and the whole body exhales downwards. Relaxed, normal breath, letting go that shaping. How is it now? Can you drop more deeply into the allowing place? The slow time place. We complete this shape, drawing your knees in towards your chest. And as you hold your knees, circle them together, rolling your sacrum. Once or twice in each direction. Lovely, and then roll on over to reset the props. So this time we'll take the blocks to the foot end of the mat. It doesn't really matter which way you're facing. And the bolster is going to be underneath the knees, and the pillow is going to be underneath your head. As we set up for this final pose in our practice, where you are completely on your back and your legs are over the bolster and your feet could be on the blocks or on the ground, and your arms are alongside your body. And so you're in the Shavasana shape, and feel this shape. And as you feel into this shape, bring your attention to your heart. And we breathe now at the level of the heart, as though in and out through the heart. Feeling that expanding and gentle subsiding around the heart. And so if we think of the brain as the receiver and antenna, the heart is the dial where we tune in. And the invitation as you breathe at your heart is to tune in to the gratitude channel. So grateful for your breathing body, for this safety in the middle of such great torment and weather all around and shaking ground. That we're here, that we're safe. So breathe gratitude, well-being. how from this place of well-being and safety we can send out from our hearts gratitude, well-being, love, courage, all these heart qualities to the others. Some we know, some we don't know. You can be specific. Each breath, a message of love and well-being that you are sending out. Your gift as a space holder. And in this doing, we are anchoring all these heart qualities in our own being and in the field outside, beyond ourselves and to the others, into this field of oneness, where we all participate and offer ourselves as this gift. So know that you can stay exactly as you are, breathing and feeling and radiating in your heart breath. Or we could have a little stretch now, move the fingers, the toes, curl up to one side and complete the practice together. We'll take a moment, the end of this, if you like, to share on the Zoom, if you wish. Check in. So grateful for your participation, beautiful yogis. May you be at peace, may you be well and safe. Namaste.